So if I think about putting a stair in this space, there's actually a fantastic tool, the stair tool, that does most of the work for us. So that's not going to be a hard problem. The issue is, though, we just have to sort of think about the top and the bottom of the stair and then the width of the stair. And Revit will actually take care of a lot of the math for us, but it basically works something like this. When you open the stair tool, over here on the left-hand side in the properties palette for me, we have lower and upper level. That's just the top and the bottom. So if I want to go from lower to upper, super. It's going to figure out that, hey, that is 11 feet. Okay. Now it's going to go through and take that 11 feet, which is 132 inches, I think, something like that. And it's going to say, okay, I need to make some stairs that follow all the code rules that will fit within that. And the code rules that are applied right now is that no riser, no individual step can be more than 7 inches. So if I try to break that distance into a number of steps, getting them as tall as possible, but not exceeding 7 inches, it'll divide 132 by 7, come up with a number, then add 1 to that number, but it's going to come up with basically that it's going to take 19 steps to get up there. Okay. Now, between the height of the riser and the depth, it's called the tread depth of the stairs, there's a relationship. And there's actually a relationship, it's 2 times the riser plus the tread, has to be, it's around 25 or 26. But it's, the relationship really makes it so that when you walk upstairs, like it feels natural. And if stairs don't have that, you tend to trip on them, okay? And if you have stairs that are too steep, they're toe catches and you sort of fall forward. If you've ever been on a stair that's too shallow, or if a stair changes partway through, I used to live in a lot of old houses, you'd hit that one step which wasn't the same, and you hit it really hard because you're expecting another 2 or 3 inches and it's not there. So it just is a big tripping hazard. So now we try to keep the stairs very, very even, up to 7 inches, and then the depth will really depend on just, you know, the height. What happens is very shallow stairs, if you're outside the building sometime, notice the stairs when you come in and versus the stairs inside. The stairs inside tend to be a little bit taller. The stairs outside tend to be a little bit lower and longer. Okay, these have a different rhythm for inside and outside. In any case, it actually takes care of a lot of that math for you. So what you got to do is just think about 19 risers. Okay, and if there's 19 risers and each of those different risers is going to have a tread that's 11 inches, it knows a lot about the size of the stairway and what has to happen. So let's think about this. I'm going to start by drawing a stairway not inside the building. I'm just going to draw it outside so we can see it real well. Then we can think about putting it inside. And we can even do it that way. I'm going to go to lower level. I'm just going to draw it out here in the patio so you can see it. So lower to upper, that's fine. I'll accept 19. If I want to have 20 risers, that's okay. It'll make them smaller. If I want to have 18 risers, it's interesting. I think it's going to complain at me. It's going to complain at me at some point. So I'm going to go back to 19. I know it's going to. Okay, unless they allow that now. Okay, in the stairs here, we have a couple of different tools, runs, landings, and support. We're going to use the run tool. The run tool has kind of different curve shapes. I'm going to go for a straight run first. Oh, notice also there's the run tool right there. We can sort of say what the run width should be. So a stair must be 3 feet in any sort of situation. In residences, we're often 3 feet. It's nice to be a little bit wider, but the wider it is, the more space it's going to take up. So I can leave it at 3 feet for now. And if I'm going to use the run tool, here's how it works. If I draw a line, you can see it's going to start ghosting in a stairway. In fact, let me go ahead and zoom up so you can really see that a little bit better. So as I'm drawing this stairway, by drawing the run line, notice it says I've created 14 risers, there's 5 remaining. It knows there's supposed to be 19. If I just keep on pulling all the way over here, 19 risers, 0 remaining, I can say okay, and finish it. And let's go out to 3D and take a look at what that actually did. So for one drag, it actually did a lot of work for us, which is actually pretty nice. Okay, so that's not too bad. Let's talk about the stairs. The stairs actually have a lot of pieces to them. They have these riser pieces, they have the tread pieces, they have these railing pieces, they have these carriage pieces, all these different pieces. Okay, and you can change them. It's all really types, very much like the curtain walls are made of a formula. These are made of a formula. So you can play with stairs. Stairs have all sorts of variations to them. Let me go to my lower level again and just kind of show you some of the biggies. I think most of you sort of discovered a lot of versions of stairs. If I go through and choose that I want to create a stair, and I can choose the type, you generally choose the run, and you can go through and run a segment. If you run straight segments, again, it'll show you how many stairs, leaving a little gap. It'll create the landing between them. Okay, and if that doesn't quite look right, not to worry, after you've done that, you can sort of scoot that over, kind of make it a little bit tighter if you want to. So a two-legged stair is very easy to create. A three-legged stair is very easy to create. Let me go through and again say stair. A little space in here, and then a little space in here. Oops, a little off. I'll let that be. Okay, a very common type of stairs, well, is that you may want to go through and create what I call a dog leg stair. It goes up halfway and goes back halfway that way. Now, a type of stair that a lot of people will create because it fits very, very, very well, it kind of is a very compact stair, but it's a little bit hard to build in the US. They don't tend to like this. Some building departments don't like this. Is something that's called a winder stair. Okay, and it does something like that where the treads kind of wind around at a sharp angle. Some building departments don't like that here. We can build it for our purposes here, but you should know that like if you do winder stairs, not everyone's going to be happy. Sometimes the building department will challenge whether that's considered safe or not. Okay, but the last kind of stair I want to show you, just to get you thinking, is the ever popular either spiral or rounded stairway. The way they work is as follows. If you click and then pull out to a radius, you can then go ahead and wind the stairway up. It's like a half round stairway. And that just tends to be a really nice stairway. It takes a lot of room, so you may not have room for that inside your house. You have room for that in the lobby of a commercial building. You'll have room for that in the lobby of a building you'll build in a later assignment. But it's probably a little hard unless you have a lot of space available to go through and have that kind of stair. So some of you may like this kind of stair instead. It's a spiral. It is just basically a very tight version of that. Okay, but a lot of different potential stairs. Again, what I'll usually do is make my stairs, then end up moving them into place. I think my section box is cutting my stairs so I don't see them. There they are. So you can sort of see them all hanging around out there. And again, any of these have the same properties. So if you want to change the railing, or if you want to change the style of the stairs. Okay, that'll get you going there.